We came up with 7 parts. Number one is prospecting. Is how do you get a meeting with a qualified prospect in the first place? Step number two is building rapport. Is how do you build a relationship with a prospective customer that where the person likes you and trusts you and is open to you and is willing to answer your questions. This, by the way, is the critical skill which comes from listening builds trust. Listening builds trust, but there are several other things that build trust. And then step number three is qualifying. And you ask them questions of every kind on what they're doing now, what they've done in the past, what they plan to do in the future, and so on. And then step number four is presenting. So now you have found the right prospect, you've built rapport, you have qualified them by asking them a whole series of questions about what they're doing now, what they hope to do in the future, and then you present and you show that your product or service is the very best decision for them, all things considered. Then, number five is answering objections, because every prospect has reasons why not. There's objections, because every prospect is afraid of being taken advantage of. They're afraid of paying too much. They're afraid of getting the wrong product, and so on. One of the things which was very helpful to me, and I learned this from some of the best companies, is to offer a sweeping guarantee. They find that the greater the guarantee, the more confidence a person has in buying from you. If you have a guarantee that's 7 days, the return rate will be 60, 70%. If your guarantee is 1 year or 5 years, and then I finally learned the great secret, which made me the biggest, highest selling audio tape producer in the world, was lifetime guarantee. And they said, well, people take advantage of you. They'll take your stuff and they'll use it and then they'll ask for their money back. I said, no, there's a certain type of person who is developed, who's committed to personal growth and personal development. They don't want their money back. They just want your product to work. And when I learned that, oh my God. So what you do is you tell them, this product will work. This is what it will do for you. These are the results you'll get. This is here's the additional income. Here's an example of people who went from rags to riches and so on. And I used to give a 1 month guarantee, a 3 month guarantee, a 1 year guarantee. I'll tell you what, take the programs, listen to them, try them out. And if for any reason you're not happy, for the rest of your life, send them back. And there's no charge. No charge, no questions. And people say, well, how can you do that? Because if people are happy with the program, if they're getting the results that you promised, they don't want their money back. They're too busy making money. I mean, it's a pain in the neck to he's packaging up things and sending them back for $100 or whatever it costs, and so on. And so my sales went up and my return rate went through the floor. And so people started to tell other people, go to the seminar, buy the programs, go to the seminar, buy the programs. And I met my friend Harvey McKay. I asked him to do a little promo for me for one of my programs. And he said, there are 3 reasons why you should buy Brian's program. It works, it works, it works. Which is the only thing that people want to know. Just convince me that it works. Just make me feel confident that it works. And we had people who've asked for their money back. Sometimes we get an upsurge of returns around Christmas time. They buy the program in the fall, and then December comes, and it's Christmas present time for their family, and they'd ask for their money back. And then after Christmas, middle of January, they'd come back and buy the program back again. So it was great. I made Nightingale Conant a rich company because my sales represented enormous percentage of their sales. Number 7 is closing the sale. So now you meet people, you establish rapport, you qualify them to find out what it is that they want and need and can afford to pay for. You present your product or service, you answer their objections, you close the sale, and then you get resales and referrals. So once a person buys from you, they buy from you again, and they tell other people to buy from you as well. So my sales just went through the roof, and everybody who used my system, breathe in, breathe out, follow the system like a recipe, and you'll make great money. And as you know from my material, it's not complicated. It's not manipulative. It's makes no attempt whatever to fool the person. It's to help people. So I tell my salespeople, I said, don't see yourself as a salesperson. See yourself as a helper. You are a helper. Your job is to go out and help people achieve their goals with your product. And so you find out what it is that they want and need and are willing to pay for. What are the goals that are most important to them? And your job is to help them to get those goals in a cost-effective way. And if you do that, and if the customer sees you as genuinely concerned about helping them achieve the benefits of your product or service, they'll buy from you again, and they'll tell their friends to buy from you as well. So the key to successful selling basically is resales. People are so happy with their first purchase that they buy another one. And the second part is bringing and getting referrals. There are many companies that just have one central focus, and it's to get referrals. It's to treat their customers so well that their customers willingly give them names and addresses of other people who buy. And so the very best companies in the world are the companies that have tremendous referral systems. Everybody is trained to ask for referrals. How do you ask for referrals? You promise them that if you're not happy for any reason, you have your money back. And so this is what my sales experience has been. And every single thing that you study leads to that 7-part system, that recipe for selling. And it works anywhere in the world, and it works with any product and any service and any person at any age and any company. But it also fails if you don't use it.